Guys, so today we're going to look at question 43. This is from the SAT number 9, April 2017. And the question says the passage is primarily concerned with. So here we have a big picture question. And to solve this, I'm just going to go back to the passage. And I'm just going to kind of look and try to figure out what is the passage about, or how do we understand the passage. If you watched the other video, you saw sort of a breakdown about it. And actually, to be honest, I might sort of look at the beginning of this here, which tells us about lignin. We sort of know it's about lignin. We know it's specifically about this scientist and his discovery of it. But I'm probably actually going to just start with the answer choices here. We have A, narrating how a finding was arrived at and indicating possible implications. I think this is okay. I would keep it for now. I don't see anything immediately wrong with it. B says explaining some differences among specialists in different fields of science. I think that this is probably wrong. This would be if they're sort of comparing like an oncologist and a zoologist, right? And just looking at the different specialists and what they do. It doesn't take that broad a scope. It's only really looking at lignin, so I feel confident eliminating that. Then we have C, identifying a particularly vexing phenomenon and endorsing a single explanation. So you can see by the emphasis there that I kind of have a problem with this word here, vexing, and then I also have a problem with this, a single explanation. Both of these are strong absolute claims, right? A particularly vexing or troubling phenomenon seems unlikely, and then a single explanation, as far as I remember, there's a little bit of speculation involved. And usually with SAT science passages and essay passages in general, they sort of hedge their bets. They tend to not be absolute. I'll still keep it just in case, but I'm skeptical of it. D says describing how the properties of an organism and then showing how they can be exploited. So this part seems good to me, the properties of an organism. We are talking about lignin, we're talking about the seaweed, but showing how they can be exploited, this part right here I have more concern with. So basically what I would do next is try to eliminate some of these options, and I'll probably start with D, and then ask myself, maybe just for peace of mind, I'll go through and see if they talk about a way that this can be exploited, like some sort of commercial application for lignin or something. And I don't really see it. I don't find it anywhere in here. It doesn't really talk about some use of it, so I feel confident giving it a D. Next, I'm going to look at C, and I'm already skeptical of C, so I'm going to see if I can eliminate that for sure. And I'm going to go back and look for, is there any evidence that says this is a vexing phenomenon, like it's troubling, it's really hard to understand? And I don't think so. It's not characterized that way at all. And then endorsing a single explanation, I think, is disproven here, where there's still some open-endedness, right? We don't know what it's doing there. There's still some questions about lignin in this seaweed, and then there's still questions about sort of the evolutionary pathways that it evolved from. So I think for that reason, endorsing a single explanation, we don't have enough evidence for that, which is going to leave us with answer choice A, which is our correct answer for question 43.